Shalom. This video and this thought is for educational and informational purposes. For some, it may be entertaining, but I just had a thought. I just want to let people know that I do claim my inalienable rights, my Yah-given rights, being indigenous to this land of Turtle Island, of the geographical location of America, north and south of the land. I am not a corporate fiction. I am not under the color of law. I am not a color. I am not black, African American, all of these color of law terms. I'm the living, sentient, breathing man here on Turtle Island, indigenous to this land, with all rights protected and referenced in the Constitution for the United States of America, peace and treaty of peace and friendship, rights of America, rights of American indigenous people, and all other rights that protect the indigenous people here on Turtle Island, that people call African Americans. So what really sparked this conversation is, you know, the things that we go through here on this island called Turtle Island. They call Northwest, which is Northwest America, North Africa, America. That's why we are Americans, North and South. So this may be two videos. I'm gonna try to get it in there. First of all, let's go back to the definition of America. Webster's Dictionary, 1828. American. Adjective pertaining to America. That's pertaining to the geographical location, North and South America, Turtle Island. American, now a native of America, originally applied to the Aboriginals or copper-colored races found here by the Europeans, will now apply to the descendants of Europeans born in America. And this is why I always make the difference. And people who really don't know what I'm saying may get offended. And they say, "Oh, you anti-American, you're a traitor." No, I'm not. I'm actually de jure American. What I'm saying is I am not a corporate citizen of the United States company. That's not even an offense to them, because it's the truth. They reported here in Title 28. See, because all titles and codes and all those things, that's the way the United States company operates, because it cannot give laws, because it is a company. It is a corporation. Title 28 USC 3002 Section 15, the United States is a corporation and not a government. They said it themselves. So why, if they said it themselves, why would I say I'm a United States company citizen? I can go get a job if I want to based on the rights of American indigenous people and work for that company, but I'm not a citizen of it. Then also Article 6, I don't even have to pledge allegiance to work there, because I'm a de jure American. I don't have to pledge allegiance to a company. See, that's what I mean by it. So I'm not offending anyone. It's here on the record. And I'm going to tell you another reason why I don't claim to be a United States company citizen. Because when you do that, you become a subject to that company. And now you only have, you basically signed away your rights for privileges. So if you're going backwards, that's just for educational purposes. You look at it yourself. Now, I'm also not a resident of the United States company. I live here freely on the land of northwestern Mexico, Turtle Island, North Africa, known as America, the geographical continent. Now, what is a resident? Under the internal, this is Chapter 8 definitions provided by Family Garden Fellowship, copyright by them, and there you can locate them at http://famguardian.org/, and they have a definition for resident. Under the Internal Revenue Code, an alien who is domiciled within either the District of Columbia or the territories of the United States. That means that's the corporation. This individual has a res that is identified within federal jurisdiction, which is limited under the Internal Revenue Code to the District of Columbia or territories or possessions of the United States identified in Title 48 of the U.S. Code. See, codes. They don't have laws. It's codes. Federal territories are generally identified with the term, in this it says state, capital as state, in the U.S. Code, while states of the Union are identified with the lowercase state in the U.S. Code and are treated as foreign states. Residents live exclusively in federal capital states, but not in lowercase states of the Union, and therefore are protected by the Bill of Rights. Let me read that again. Okay, federal territories are generally identified with the term capital S, state, capital S, in the first letter of the word state, in the U.S. Code, while states of the Union are identified with a lowercase s in the word state in the U.S. Code and are treated as foreign states. Residents live exclusively in federal capital spelled states, but not in lowercase states of the Union, and therefore are not protected by the Bill of Rights within the Constitution as per Downs versus Bidwell. So you're not protected by the Bill of Rights when you claim to be a resident of the corporation. That's because you're a legal fiction. Downs versus Bidwell, 182 U.S. 244, 1901. Pursuant to 26 CFR 1.1441C3I, an alien can neither be a citizen nor a national of the United States. Okay, now let's move on. Let's read a couple of terms. What is color? An appearance, semblance, or simulacrum as distinguished from that which is real. A prima facie apparent right, hence a deceptive appearance, a plausible assumed exterior concealing a lack of reality, a disguise or pretext. Railroad Company versus Alfrey, 64 Iowa 520 Northwest, 779 Berks County versus Railroad Company, 107 PA 10231 ATL period 7474. Broughton versus Haywood, 01 North Carolina 383. In pleading a ground of action admitted to the substance in the opposite party by pleading of one of the parties to an action which is set out to be apparently valid, but which is in reality legally insufficient. This was a term of ancient rhetoricians and early adopted into language of pleading. It was an apparent or prima facie right, and meaning of rule that pleadings in confession and avoidance should give color was that should confess the matter adversely alleged to such an extent, at least, as to admit some apparent right in the opposite party, which required to be encountered and avoided by allegation of new matter. Color was either expressed, i.c., inserted in the pleading, or implied, which was naturally inherent in the structure of the pleading. Steph PL 233, Merton versus Bank 505 S5 49 PAC 913. The word also means dark color of the skin, showing the presence of Negro blood, and hence it is equivalent to African descent or parentage. What is color of law? The appearance or semblance without the substance of legal right. McCain versus Des Moines 174 U.S. 108 19 SUP period CT period H443 L period ED period 936. Basically, they say you have rights, but then when it comes to protecting yourself or standing up for yourself, you don't have any rights under the color of law. So that's why they make these color of law terms, and the United States company operates under the color of law. Now, I'll move on to. Now let me go to video 2.